Dr. Nelly Fialkovska, hello. You have made thesis on the importance of Master Peter Deunov's Paneurythmy in the field of posturology. Could you tell us, please, a little bit about this thesis and what you found out and the importance of, and first of all, perhaps, what is paneurythmy?
Yes, thank you. With pleasure. Paneurythmy is a set of exercises which are done in the open air early in the morning during summer and springtime. It is 1 hour and a half long. And it is a set of exercises which are very, very light and very gently performed. They have a specific physical influence on the body, and they have a spiritual meaning and spiritual importance too. So they're not only building up the body, but they are working on the spirit of the person. And my thesis was connected to the usefulness of the paneurythmy in terms of vestibular rehabilitation. So in general, vestibular rehabilitation is not very well worldwide developed. There's still a lot of research going on, and they're looking for the best vestibular rehabilitation practice. I was lucky to have a patient who had a very severe vestibular problem. He had a tumor of the cerebellum, and he is actually practicing paneurythmy. So I was observing him from a professional point of view. And after the surgery he had in January this year, he recovered very, very quickly. He had some kind of vestibular rehabilitation in the hospital, which was not enough. And then gradually from March he started playing paneurythmy, and he started to improve significantly. So I decided to connect this case with some research I've done on the paneurythmy from the terms of working on the vestibular system. So what I suggested is that paneurythmy is a very good physiotherapy practice for people with problems with the balance. And now this patient of mine is so active, he can go and do tourist trip high in the mountain for 11 kilometers. So this, from the normal scientific point of view, is pretty much impossible, the state he was in. So this inspired me to talk about paneurythmy, and I was lucky the second time because I had the chance to talk about this in Rome. I did my last master's degree in Rome University on a subject which is called posturology. This is the science of the posture, body posture. So yes, I spoke in Rome in front of the professors, Rome professors, Italian professors, and Belgian professors about paneurythmy and the usefulness as a vestibular rehabilitation.
What could be the reason why paneurythmy has been proved so powerful in the healing of your patient?
Yes.
What could be the hypothesis?
Yes, I understand. Paneurythmy, the combination of the exercises is really unique because it is working on the combination between the left and right hemisphere of the brain, so the two hemispheres working together in synchrony. And then, as I said, the exercises are very gentle, so you don't have to strain yourself, and that's easy to perform if you have some kind of vestibular condition, because these kind of patients, they're really, really careful how they do any kind of physical activity. So paneurythmy from that point of view is very, very good to start with, and then gradually to build on the more and more difficult exercises. And as I said, it's done in the open air, so the harmony with nature is very important too, because the vestibular system relies on the the connection between the psyche, the quiet mind, and the body. So this was the second very strong, powerful influence of the paneurythmy on this kind of patients.
What about the musical part of paneurythmy? We've been interviewing Dr. Iliev just
The
today,
composer, yes.
and he told us how perhaps powerful this music is in the connection, the possibility to connect oneself with perhaps some kind of spiritual reality, spiritual level. And could this have somehow an influence on the, say, physical level, physical plane, of course, postural
As a medical doctor, I started talking about the exercises straight away, but of course the music. The music first inspires the person to perform the exercises, because I said it's 1.5 hours long combination of exercises, and the music gives the peace of mind, and it stimulates the brain to be active and to force the body to improve in terms of maintaining the balance. People with balance problems are very fragile in terms of their psyche, because the balance is our basic sense. We don't think about it. We start to think about it when we lose it. So you need a real inspiration, and you need something to build on. So this is what is the role of the music, I suppose. And of course, the spiritual point of view should not be put behind, because from my opinion, like a doctor with 20 years now of practice, and I practiced in Bulgaria, practiced in London in the biggest hospitals, I'm quite sure that everything starts from the mind. Everything starts with the mind, and then the body reacts in somehow, in everybody in a different way. And if you want to heal, you have to start from your quiet mind, with your well-being in the harmony with the world around you. And then comes the medicine, of course, all the important influence of the medicine.
Have you published or a paper, or are you considering publishing on this theme, this matter?
On the paneurythmy
Yes.
specifically. This was my start, and as it was a very high level, just to talk and this audience, I need to take some time and to keep on reading, because there are not a lot but very interesting papers done by my other colleagues who worked mainly on the influence of paneurythmy on the psyche of the children and adults. I was lucky that there are two papers, scientific papers on the vestibular system, specifically done by my colleagues. So I need time to research and combine all this information, and for sure I'm going to keep on writing about this. First, because I play paneurythmy for 2 years now, and I know the influence of paneurythmy on my body and my spirit and my mind. And second, I really want to tell the world about this, because it's worth sharing this knowledge, and it's really unique. I want to make it clear, if I didn't say it right, but this patient I was talking about, from the point of view of scientific papers, he should be in the wheelchair after the surgery. So you can imagine what was the development, post-surgical development, and the state he is in now.
Thank you very much. It was
Thank you.
fantastic.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.